What is going on out there, good people, and welcome back to LMD Trading, where I am living my dream trading. Hope everybody out there is doing well. As for myself, I am doing pretty good. Been crazy in this stock market, y'all. I done had some ups, I done had some downs. Recently, I would probably say I done had more downs than ups. But nonetheless, we still at this thing called trading and still trading. Topstep, I'm actually gotten back into trading my cash account with Thinkorswim, doing some swing trades, doing some option plays. But this video here, I wanted to make real quick, asking the question, can you pass a Topstep account in one day, and then answering it for you? The answer is yes, and I'm going to show you how. So let's go ahead, let's jump right on into, we're going to go over to Topstep X. Let's jump on over into Topstep X real quick. And we already have the account pulled up. Get rid of, I see a couple of boxes on the screen, don't really need to be on there, so I'm gonna get rid of those too. But this is the account. We opened this account up this morning, or not this morning, I'm sorry. We opened this account up this afternoon, y'all. Opened this account up this afternoon, as you can see right here, February 6th, that is today. And notice, balance $53,010. That means that this account is over the $53 or $53,000 limit. We see what we made today, $15.44. And you are probably saying you got to make 3,000 in one day, or not in one day. You got to make 3,000 to pass. So how did you only make 1,500 for today? Well, if you notice, this here is the log. This showing the last set of trades that we took. So you see February 6th, 6:30 is when we took those and got out of them at 17:02. But I am going to scroll over to the first trades that we took today. And you see we took those February 6th at 2:50 in the afternoon. And with futures, if you trade futures, you know that futures runs pretty much 23 hours a day, and they close at 5 p.m. and they open back up at 6 p.m. And when they open at 6 p.m., it starts a new day. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to bring up the performance chart real quick. I'm not going to really worry about none of that today. We're just going to come down and look at the calendar. So you see today, Thursday, which we are on still Thursday. If you look the 6th, if you come down here, you'll actually, you can't see it because I got my banner covering it. But today is the 6th. We made 1465.74 trading from 2:50 until 4 o'clock. Market shut down, market opened back up at 6 o'clock, and then we made 15.44. Still Thursday, but those trades count for Friday. And then for the week, we see that we made $3,010. Y'all, lately, it has been so easy for me to pass Topstep accounts in 2 days. Usually, it's truly in 2 days. Usually, I'll trade one day and then next day I'll trade again. This is the first day that I've passed one in one day, like literally one calendar day. But I've been able to pass these things. It's just when I get into freaking the express accounts, I get kind of stupid. So that's why I say it's been ups and it's been downs. But we've been killing it. We've been killing it. What I want to do now is let's go ahead. Let's take a look at these trades real quick and kind of see how we did it. For that, I'm going to jump on over into Thinkorswim. We'll pull up Thinkorswim charts. As you can see, the market's running right now. And now you can see, if you look up here on the charts, it's February 6th. So, what is it? 9:11 p.m. on Thursday. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring up the stats or the trades for this account, and we'll go ahead and look at the first set of trades. Look like we took those at 251. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna bring the chart over, and I took these trades out in my shop, so you won't see any markings on these charts. They're clean. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start drawing my channels. And for this first trade, again, the trade happened. So charts would have been looking like that right there. That's how the charts would have been looking. I'll go ahead and I'm gonna start this channel, and y'all gonna be like, huh? I'm gonna start from that point there, and I'm gonna put it on that point right there. So that's my down channel. I'm gonna come over here, and you see this pivot right here? That's gonna be on the back end of that channel. You see how I did that? It's kind of strange, I know. But watch this. Instead of putting the base there, I'm gonna put the midline right there. So boom, I'll drop the midline right there. That's that channel that I started before the market, or before I went to go take a trade. So I got in this trade at 251, 1451. So I'm gonna switch this over to arrows, and we're gonna look and see where 1551 is at. So let's keep going. And look at that, just by me using this point, and that point right here initially, and like I said, I expanded it out a little bit. Look at what that did down there, because this here is a downtrend. It hadn't set a pivot yet, and that's why I kind of expanded the channel out. But let's look and see where we took that first trade at. It was at 251, and we got in at 21,766. So got in about right here. As it was rolling and coming back up, I was going to get in and kind of play this rejection at the top of this channel. So let's see. We took another one at 252. We got in that one at 21,770. So let's see what that's at. 21,770. Boom. And with this strategy, I don't usually get in heavy right off the bat. I kind of scale in as it's working its way to my position. So kind of worked its way to my position, continued to kind of scale in, and then I got out in the 53 candle, and I got out at 21,763. And I got out right there because I had a very, very tight, trail stop. Yep. So with that, I had a very, very tight trail stop as this was coming down to the midline. Notice it came down, went back up again. I did, from this position here, I was up decent, but I was hoping that this just would have kept going. But ended up trail stopping out. No harm, no foul. Made some decent money. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to bring up the next page. Let's see. Where is... There we go. So notice I had got out of that trade at 253. I jumped right back in. 253. My entry, 68. So this comes back up after I stop out, and it's coming back up to the top of the channel again. And now I'm just hammering in, y'all. If you notice, I'm in 3, 3, 3, 3. Just like as this is moving, I'm just getting in 68, 69, 70. That's a very good one there. I'm getting in. Let's see where 70 is at. 70 is right there. So just kind of scaling in for this to make this move down. And then I get out of the entire position at 259. Let's see where 259 is at. 259, and we get out at 21,741. Right there. Clean, clean, clean. And you see it's making 160, 178, 171, 163. And I had made what I needed to make for that day. If you watch my other videos where I kind of talk about passing top steps in two days, my sweet spot is around 17 or 1460 to 1470. That's kind of where I want to be at. So then the next day, I only need to make like 1550 or something like that. And it keeps you from breaking their rule. So those were those trades. And then the market closed. Couldn't trade anymore. So we'll come on over. And from here, I just went on ahead and I'm going to draw a channel on here. I'm going to use that pivot there. I'm going to come through there. I'm going to draw that one. Then I'm going to come up here. And I'm going to put this one right here. Notice I didn't include that there. But I wanted these points touching and then those points coming through there. So I went on because you'll notice the market closed at 4 o'clock. Oh, I'm sorry. Market didn't close at 4. It closed at 5 o'clock. Regular market closed at 4. But I went on and I started that channel. And before I do that, I'm going to go ahead. I want to see something real quick. I want to duplicate this channel. And I just want to drop it. And this tells me if I have my channels drawn clean or not. Just want to see if this acted as like a little area right there. And it did. And I'm sure if I came one more time, actually, I won't even do that. I'm going to just take this channel and I'm going to move it down here and see. Not the cleanest that I like to see, but I'll roll with it. But I'm going to do the same right here, though. I'm going to take this one. I'm going to duplicate. I'm going to go one higher. And this is what I do once the market closes at 5 o'clock usually. And then I'm going to take and I'm going to go one lower. And then let's kind of look and see what this does. So it's 4 o'clock. Market's moving, market's moving, market's moving. Notice right there it's working. Notice right there it's working. It should kind of bounce right here, or try to. Kind of bounces right there. That's where the market closed at. Right there. That's where the market closed. So I'll draw my channels. And so look, I can draw one here from this pivot here down to that pivot. And then same thing. I can go right there. If you watch my videos, you know that usually wicks, I don't use wicks. Those are battles. Notice how I just wick back in and it got back in the channel. I'll duplicate this one and I'll stack it as well. There we go. Look at that, y'all. So guess what? I started this up channel using this one right here. Stacked it to the top, stacked it to the bottom. I used this channel, stacked it just to the bottom. And now I have a game plan. If the market opens and it dumps and it catches support, I'm going to start longing back up. If it gaps up and it starts coming back down, I'm going to short. Look at what this thing did. And y'all saw me just draw those two channels. That's the up channel from over there. That's the down channel being stacked from right there. And let's look and see what time we took the first order. Once the market opened back up, I got in this trade at 6 o'clock and 4 seconds. Literally, soon as the market opened, I got in. Entry was 21,819. So let's mark that. This candle here, 21,819. I am getting in late as it's pushing back up. and then I kind of add some more. So same way how I kind of add and scaled into that one. This comes up. I add in the next candle, about the same entry. Comes back up. I add in the next candle, about the same entry. So I'm just kind of accumulating now for this to kind of hold and push. And actually, no. I'm sorry. I'm looking down at the wrong one. I just added, yeah, I did kind of add all at the same time. So 21.819, 21.818, 21.821. You see, I got in one right here. 21.817. That's at 602. So that would have been that candle as this was coming back down to the midline. And let's see where we get out of these at. 805 or 605, and we get out at 822. So as this is coming back up again, tight trail stop once it got into profit, stopped out. This was a snafu right here. I was trying to add and I actually clicked and got out of positions there. So it ended up giving me those red trades. But out of the position, just trying to keep that stop tight, that trail stop. Had it a little bit too tight, came and stopped me out. We do see that this thing still kept making a nice move. Let's go ahead. Let's look at the last batch that we got into. Boop, boop, boop. You see, we were just green coming through all of those, but I want to look at this last batch that I got in. Got in those starting at around 631. So market just kind of did what it was doing, 631 right here. First one looked like we got in at 21.847, 21.847. So getting in right here. And I'm gonna explain this one a little bit. You see me kind of getting in below this midline. I would have hoped that this bounced off of the midline, but notice price came up, kind of broke previous day's close, which is that black line, rolled, came back up, pushed over it. This time I'm playing this to hold. So I'm in it at 631, and you see I'm just kind of adding. Just if you look at the numbers, I'm just kind of just adding one, 833. Let's look at that candle. 833, that's going to be that candle there. We add at 847. So just kind of scaling into the position. Let's keep going. This keeps coming down. 839. We add a couple of more. Let's see where 839 is at. 839 is this candle right here. So just this is going down. It's going against me. But at the same time, I'm just dollar cost averaging my position in, and then let's keep watching. Booyah. That's what I'm looking for. That bounce. Did I get another one in that? Nope. I was done scaling in at 39. So I took my last position off that candle right there. This comes down and I get out of everything at 1902. This candle right here, and I am out at 858. So I'm out right there. So this one here was not so much like a channel trade. It was more so me playing previous day's close to hold. And let's just keep on scrolling over and see what it does. After I got out. Look at that, kind of flush back down. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to duplicate that channel right there. I'm going to bring it over. Just take a look at it. Stack it on top of each other. This is a fairly wide 1 minute channel for me, I will say. But let's just go ahead. Let's look and see what the market is doing now. Just take a look. And we see it has, let's back this out. Came back down, previous day's close, came back down, tested previous day's close. It tested VWAP and then just made nice, solid move. And that is how I passed Topstep Combine in literally 1 calendar day. Hope y'all enjoyed that quick video. As always, thanks for checking me out. If you hadn't hit this like button, please do so. If you're not subscribed, please think about subscribing. And as always, we can continue the conversation in the comments. Yeah, it's been rough, but it's been fun, y'all. It's been a little interesting, but we still been doing what we do over here at LMD Trading. I don't know if I'll convert this over to an Express account right now or not. We'll see. But how y'all been doing out there in this market with this new administration? Seems like it just snaps all over the place. 1 minute it looked like it want to tank, and then it just rips back up. I'm looking at it. We had 21,899 that it just made a high at 9 o'clock. So yeah, this market is just doing what it wants to do. The key, get on the right side of the trade or get out of the trade. Lately, that's been my problem. When I'm on the wrong side, I don't know how to cut. I tell people I am a poor loser in this market. And this particular market can crush you when you are on the wrong side of a trade. So that's what I'm gonna be working on next couple of weeks. Taking my stops and not scaling in too heavy to where it kind of makes me hard to want to take my stop. But on that note, I'm gonna wrap this one up. We will be back at it again. I had made a couple of videos. Went to Tulum. Y'all always hear me talk about Spark and Trade. He was out in Tulum, him and some friends. Popped up, hung out with him last week. Yeah, I think that was last week. So fun times, but back to business. Peace.